If it were to happen that she were stripped of her crown, it wouldn't be the first time, but for that to happen, there has to be an official investigation under the law. Could Fatima Bosch lose her Miss Universe crown? Here's what could really happen. A week before Mexican Fatima Bosch is crowned Miss Universe 2025, the celebrations have been mixed with a wave of criticism, threats, and rumors that have unleashed a storm within the international pageant. From accusations of fraud due to ties with the pageant's president, Raúl Rocha Cantú, to internal disputes within the organization, the controversy has not stopped. However, there is currently no formal investigation against Bosch that would lead to her being stripped of her crown, and the Miss Universe organization, MUO, has publicly reiterated its support for the Mexican contestant. Even so, the atmosphere surrounding the pageant is so tense that many are wondering if the crown is at risk. But doubt remains after investigations reveal that the MUO withdrew the title of Miss Universe Argentina 2024, Magali Benajam, after she claimed that the top 5 of that year's pageant was rigged. The organization explained that after reviewing her statements, it determined that they violated its principles of inclusion, respect, and professional conduct, so she immediately lost her crown. So if Benajam was dismissed for statements, could the same thing happen to Bosch, who has had their Miss Universe crown taken away? Previous cases show that MUO has indeed dismissed queens when there is a breach of duties or direct damage to the image of the pageant. Amparo Munoz, Spain, 1974. She refused to attend official events and lost the crown 6 months after winning. Oksana Fedorova, Russia, 2002. She was dethroned 4 months after her coronation because she failed to fulfill her duties of traveling and making public appearances. Miu explained that the Russian repeatedly missed official engagements. She is replaced by Justin Pasek of Panama. Precedents make one thing clear: dismissal occurs when there is a breach of contract or a direct impact on the organization, not because of rumors. So, can they take the crown away from Fatima? Yes, they could, but only under very specific conditions. Asterisk, if she breaches her employment contract. The title functions as an employment contract. If the queen does not fulfill her schedule, activities, or rules, she can be stripped of her crown. Asterisk, if serious irregularities are proven in their election, but for this, a court or an internal committee needs to demonstrate fraud, vote manipulation, or conflict of interest in the election. Asterisk, if the organization changes ownership and reviews the decision. So the new administrators can review recent decisions, including the 2025 coronation. Asterisk, or if it is proven that his conduct affects the reputation of the contest. Only if it is proven that the scandals directly affect the contest or that Bosch has some involvement in them. If none of that has happened, there's no reason to remove her crown. But there is a possibility that Fatima Bosch will resign from her position after all the attacks she has been receiving. The attacks against Bosch and the winner's response. Fatima Bosch is also facing an intense hate campaign on social media. The Miss Universe herself expressed this with a message that read, "I have received insults, attacks, and even death threats for one reason only: because I won. The attacks hurt, but they don't define me. My strength, my integrity, and my love for my country define me." MUO does not consider this grounds for dismissal. On the contrary, it categorized it as an act of digital violence. The 2025 edition will be remembered as one of the most controversial in Miss Universe history. Fatima Bosch's crown is not in immediate danger, but the pageant faces a crisis that could escalate if the lawsuits and internal conflicts continue.